Not all electric vehicles are created equal. Neither are their batteries. That's why one driver's experience at a public charging station could be quite different from the next EV owner who pulls in. There is no standard system. Batteries have different capacities and can accept electricity at different speeds. So even if a vehicle is hooked up to the quickest DC fast charger, it may not be able to take as much electricity as the charger can offer. That is a challenge for public charging stations. They have to make sure all the software works together.
Right here you actually have how much current.
At Electrify America's Center of Excellence Lab in a nondescript industrial park, I got a chance to see software engineers plugging chargers into a variety of vehicles.
There's a lot that can potentially go wrong, and that's again why we orchestrate it all here to make sure that we're getting it as right as we can get it, and where we don't get it right, we focus on that and work to improve it.
Electrify America likes to say it is vehicle agnostic. That means it has to make sure every model can use its system.
The auto manufacturers out there, making sure each one of them, this is an open network, right? So we are the largest fast charging open network, non-proprietary. It doesn't matter what vehicle you have, you should be able to charge on our network. So it's across all auto manufacturers.
For installation.
Electrify America is owned and run by Volkswagen. The German automaker agreed to invest $2 billion as part of its settlement of the Dieselgate case with the U.S. government. Electrify America has 800 charging stations today and hopes to more than double that number to 1,800 stations.
The charger then converts alternate current, AC, sourced from the electrical grid, to direct current, DC, that's stored in EV batteries.
Anthony Lampkin, the Senior Director of Operations for Electrify America, talked to me about the future of public charging stations.
If you look at the predictions and the projections of where we're going with the industry, some automotive manufacturers are planning to sell 50% of their vehicles as electric by the end of the decade. That means we need a lot more chargers and we need a lot more fast chargers. So I think you'll see a continued acceleration of more and more fast chargers in the market. And for us, we really believe that ultra fast charging is really what's going to give customers that experience they're used to in using a traditional vehicle to fuel.
And do you think that'll be the standard 10 years from now?
Obviously, the industry has come a long way so far, and so we've tried to future-proof all of our investments. So we really feel that 350 kilowatts is going to continue to be the standard in future. But there might be iterations to the technology. Maybe the size of the equipment gets smaller. Maybe it becomes more efficient. Maybe it integrates with battery storage, which we have at a number of our sites as well, of course. So we'll see more iterations and more innovation in the equipment for sure, and then charging speeds, certainly for heavy-duty applications, are likely to go higher than 350 kilowatts as well.
To where?
Well, they're discussing a megawatt charging standard, so I think you'll see charging speeds upwards of a megawatt.
I've seen projections that say most of the charging will be done at home. Is that the case?
Yeah, so around 70 to 80% of charging happens in the home, and we're trying to address a part of the market that's outside of the home. There's workplace, of course, as well, but in the public space, we're trying to address that part of the market, which is very important, not only for utilization when people do drive out of their home, but it's a very, very important purchase decision for people that are thinking about driving in an electric vehicle.
But that gets to the bottom line. Range anxiety, right? Your effort here is to erase my range anxiety.
We're trying to build range confidence and drive the freedom that you have with your current traditional internal combustion engine vehicle. So we're trying to address the confidence and give people the confidence that they can go out and buy an EV and not have to worry about where they need to charge it in public.
I know this lab is to basically figure out how each manufacturer is building their cars, because we don't have those common standards yet. What does that mean for the future? That you continue to have to guess and figure out the software of whatever a manufacturer delivers to you?
I think we'll continue to need facilities and talent and testing engineering power to continue to make sure that interaction between the car and the charger is seamless. One thing that I would say that hopefully we align on over time is a standard port placement, so where you plug into the vehicle, because from a site design standpoint and ergonomics, a cable length, cable reach, cable management standpoint, that becomes a little bit more complex in trying to manage all the different vehicles and the different port placements. But as you can see behind me, we've mitigated for that in the design of our stations, the cable lengths, and we're continuing to innovate on our dispenser design to make sure that we can reach all of the different ports of the vehicles that are on the market today.
It's the work inside a lab like this that makes sure you can plug in to that charging station. I'm David Curley. That's Full Throttle.